I saw A Quiet Place day one yesterday, and my initial thoughts are, what in God's name, number one, and number two, why does this movie exist? Now, I had seen previews for this movie, and it looked like it was well made, and it was well made. I also will give credit where credit is due, and the acting, specifically from really the only two actors in the movie, Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, whom you may know played Eddie Munson in Stranger Things, they're both fantastic. They give amazing performances with the script in which they were given. Their performances carry this movie all the way through each of the 97 minutes that you have to sit through this. I guess you don't have to sit through it, and in fact, I might even recommend not sitting through it. Save your money, keep it in your pocket, go out, buy something nice for $10 instead. But back to giving credit where credit is due. Eddie Munson, Lupita Nyong'o, round of applause for both of you. You give great performances. There's an emotional weight to their scenes. They have very good chemistry, and their story is really what ties the whole thing together. It's the glue of the whole story. And if they did not give such great performances, this movie would be, I don't even think it would be worth anyone's time. Which is a shame, because I liked the first movie. I have to admit, I haven't seen the second movie with Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, and the gang. And that one I will entertain. I will watch that movie. But this one is just, it's unnecessary. First of all, going into the movie, I'm wondering what the purpose of it is. A Quiet Place day one. Okay, so what are we going to see? Is day one going to reveal to us something about this alien species that visits the Earth? Perhaps we're going to see things from a different perspective that will tie into the rest of the movies. And it really just doesn't do any of that. It's like you just take the basic rules that are given forth in the first two movies of don't make a sound or else you're screwed. And that's all this movie is for an hour and a half. To be more specific, it's actually an hour and a half life-threatening quest for New York pizza. And yes, they find a way to make the pizza plot a little cute, and kind of make it like, oh, we just want one human thing before we die, and that's kind of what it is. But this movie has had no purpose. They don't peel back the layers on these aliens. They don't reveal anything more about them. They don't add any more depth to the world of A Quiet Place. It's just a survival movie with 2 or 3 jump scares and the occasional human scene that makes you crack a smile every now and then. There isn't even an extensive plot summary to this thing. It's literally aliens arrive, kill almost everybody, they figure out quickly that you gotta shut up or die, and then it's Lupita Nyong'o and Eddie Munson just traveling for 90 minutes to try and get off of the land and onto a boat. I keep saying Eddie Munson, and I should say Joseph Quinn. Apologies, Joseph Quinn. And might I add, I've only owned 2 cats in my life, but the cat in this movie is like a perfect movie cat. It's a great cat. The cat you'd want to have, right? In an ideal situation every time. But this cat is just, it's almost too perfect in certain situations. Like at the end of the movie, jumps with this cat into probably freezing cold water, and the cat the whole time is just totally cool. Like, yep, this is what we're going to do, and I am not going to say anything. I'm not going to scratch you. I'm not going to pee on you. I'm not going to meow. It's just you and me, pal, and I'm going to be totally calm the whole time. Show me a cat that would do that. Jump into water and be totally cool. Anyway, maybe that's just because none of my cats would have done that. I don't know. Maybe you guys own cats that are fantastic swimmers, and every day we're like, hey, Ma, let's go to the pool. The other thing I was thinking about was the way Lupita Nyong'o's character essentially commits suicide in the end, and she does it in the most painful way possible. But of course, it's because they tried to have to make it look cool, I'm sure, to fit in with the movie and everything. But if that was me, first of all, if I'm going out by being loud and having a monster kill me, I'm probably trying to get as drunk as I possibly can so that my muscles don't tense up or something. She does none of that. I'd have gone back to the drugstore to get more fentanyl, maybe just OD'd on that, went away peacefully in my sleep or something. I do not want to be picked apart by a monster as my way to leave this world. Another gripe I had was there is a character early on in the film who is traveling with Lupita Nyong'o, and he is the helper at this medical center that she is a part of, and the monsters have already come down, they've invaded, they're screwed, but here's the situation. This random, engine part in an alley starts to rev up, makes a huge blasting sound, and he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go try and turn that off to save everybody. It's on for like 5 to 10 seconds. He gets over there, flips the switch, thing goes off. He looks at Peter Nyong'o like, that was a close one. No monster around. Apparently he gets there in time, but then as he gets out of that little alleyway, his shirt snags on like a little metal piece, and he looks at Lupita Nyong'o like, oh shit. Like that's what did it. That's what's gonna get the monster to come. It wasn't the engine that was just roaring for 5 seconds. It's the shirt snag that they picked up on. And they did pick up on it. They sweep him right away. But I guess to give the movie credit, to title it A Quiet Place Day 1, it is literally just that. Like day 1 of what would happen based on what we already know about these aliens if they were to invade planet Earth. And what happened is something that we had already seen before in the other movies. So, and now I'm talking in circles. And so that is indicative that it's time for me to wrap this review up. I give this movie a 5 out of 10, which is generous in my opinion, but I have to give credit where credit is due. And like I said, the performances were great. I think the movie is well shot. I think the special effects are decent enough. There's the ultimate friendly movie cat. There's pizza. There's a marionette scene. I'll throw that in there because why not? But other than that, that's about it. So 5 out of 10. My advice is to save your money. If anybody asks you to attend this movie, my advice would be to say, let's not, and say we did. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought. Perhaps you thought this was the godfather of all suspenseful horror movies. If so, let me know down in the comments. If you got any value out of this review, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to subscribe for more content, I would be so happy about that. And I hope to see you in the next video.